Hi, welcome to Table Talk. My name is Elliott Morgan.
I'm Philip DeFranco.
I am Joe Beretta.
Let's dive right in. This is when we talk about topics we can do on a tweet. Okay, here we go.
You're ruining the nerd channel.
Nailed it. At youtube.com/SourceFedNerd. Like and subscribe.
Sabotage!
Maria Benieres said, favorite book of all time, #Table Talk.
The Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh, man, it's
Okay.
so
All
good.
right.
It was my favorite movie for a long time.
It's such an underrated movie. It's
I
so
haven't,
good.
so I haven't watched it. Is it actually good?
Yeah,
It's so good.
It's got Guy Pearce, freaking Jesus.
Not saying the guy Pearce is Jesus, but it's got Jesus in it. Not
Yeah.
actual friggin' Jesus,
It's
but
an
the guy that played Jesus.
loosely adapted.
Okay.
Jim Caviezel.
Jim Caviezel.
Okay,
Jim
so I was like, wait, Jesus is in the movie?
Yeah.
It's
They
also got
changed the
Louis
story.
They go a
Guzman.
different direction.
It's so good.
So
It's
great.
So
Let's keep talking about this one
good.
because I can't think of a book.
Okay, no. Well, the book is awesome. The movie.
Yeah.
Oh man, Revenge,
Revenge.
Escape, Survival.
Freaking the little guy, the little man. What's his name?
Luis
He's in
Guzman.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
there
in-
you said
yeah.
that.
Is that his name?
He's fantastic.
It was
I don't
my
know.
favorite. I'm going to movies now. It was my favorite movie for the longest time. I will say it doesn't. It's not my favorite because it didn't hold up as much as I wanted.
Okay.
But if it's on, it's like Shawshank Redemption. If it's on TV, no matter where it is in the movie, I will watch it out.
pick it out.
All the way
How
through.
much did, TBS pay for Shawshank Redemption?
They probably paid $5 because it wasn't a huge hit until it was on TV.
Really?
And then it became this big cult following.
Because
Yeah.
I wonder, like, if you look throughout the timeline of TBS, what percentage of it is Shawshank Redemption?
It's like 55% of
I
the
think
time.
so.
Yeah.
That and Psych or whatever the other show.
Right.
And now it's like, well, Tyler Perry, I think, is taking over. now
Yeah,
or something
Tyler
like
Perry
that.
and
I've talked about
every
my
other
favorite
thing.
book before. It's The Sparrow. We won't get into it. Makes Phil want to
Is it totally lame if I say like the 7th Harry Potter?
No.
Like,
I
is it
think
lame?
I think that gives you a lot
It's
of credit.
pretty.
Wait,
I mean,
wait, but you read all the books
It's either
before
Harry
it.
Potter or Twilight. I can't remember.
They're the same.
It's like the same thing.
Potato. No, yeah, I read all the books prior to it. But
Nothing
they
really
get
jumps
better.
into your. I also like Ender's Game, but I don't think you've read
Ender's
any
Game's
sci-fi.
sick, yeah.
Now I need to read more. I read like super cheap disposable thrillers if it's not Harry Potter, which is
Right.
why, so I can't like name like some John or like Harlan Coben book because they're like
Right.
more fun to read, so
Yeah.
it doesn't like stick with me.
I read Da Vinci Code and all
I
the
haven't, no.
Brown books, and they take you like 2 days. They're incredibly entertaining, but I don't remember
Exactly,
anything
yeah.
from them. I remember everything from Ender's Game and The Sparrow. Those are the ones that just stick with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a difference like with literature and then just like leisurely reading stuff because like I can sit and read a book and it's fun and stuff, but like it takes a lot to actually walk away with something and be like, oh, like,
That's
other
what I
things.
learned from that
Can
book.
you name a... Oh, yeah, move on.
No,
move on.
go talk.
Goodbye.
Finish.
Like I said,
Finish.
can you guys name a book from... Because you said you hated reading in high school because you were forced to read a lot of stuff that you didn't like. But
Right.
there was also a couple gems. What books from high school that you were forced to read did you like? Can you answer that
I
question?
never read a single book in high school. I always cheated.
Like, I love the Odyssey.
I'm trying to think.
Odyssey was really cool. I never actually read it.
Really?
Yeah,
it's great.
I love
Yeah,
the
the-
story though.
Canterbury
things-
Tales, I read all of those. They're also really entertaining.
Edgar Allan Poe. Anything by Edgar Allan Poe I was into at that time. I think I was like at a dark high school. I was like
That's super,
death
yeah.
and revenge.
Hoodie on, read.
But
Poe and Christo and Poe.
yeah.
Christo.
That's
open.
That was my
Monte
voice
Cristo.
too. All right, so let's see. We have a Reddit question. Sage of Light says, "Your greatest achievement."
I would be a bad father if I did not say it was my daughter. It's like my stock answer for the rest
You're
of my
like,
I'm a father.
YouTube.
It makes me
Brad to
forget
Brad.
everything else. It makes me a lazy-minded man.
What makes you happy? My daughter.
My daughter. What's the greatest thing you've ever done? Made. My daughter. That's my stock answer. Now, so you guys answer, and I'll try to think of something else.
Your daughter. No.
I knew it!
I knew it!
Favorites, yeah,
No.
absolutely.
No.
Your daughter.
Let's see. Greatest achievement. I'm gonna say. I could say SourceFed, and then we go. Aww.
You can
That's
say
like your
SourceFed.
daughter. That's
We'll
like
go
your
with
daughter.
SourceFed.
Slowly-
We'll say SourceFed. Aww.
SourceFed or not getting an STD at the age of 27 yet. I'm really pumped about that.
Any achievement that starts with not doing something is the best.
is
kind.
the best one.
Not dying. Yeah, we're doing
yeah.
pretty good on that
Have
front.
not contracted
Not
HIV
killing
yet.
anybody.
I didn't sit on an AIDS needle in a movie theater yet.
Every time you see a movie, you're like, yes, nailed it.
Nailed it. I'm
Do you have
awesome.
one?
If I do, probably. So I have the zoology degree, which
Yeah.
is not an achievement, besides the fact that I suck at science, and so
You have a piece of
people-
paper that says, "I'm
Exactly.
better than other
It's not,
people."
but it's not like I was the worst at all of it, and I feel like now that I have it, people are like, "Oh, he has the degree." in
Just so you know,
science."
wait,
It's
how,
like,
how long
really.
did you work with animals?
Like 6 years.
That's terrifying to anyone that worked with you. That you're like, I was kind of piss poor.
Yeah, no, I was.
At that thing.
Dude, I messed up. You know whose dog I messed up? I didn't mess it up, but Tom Arnold's puppy one time, I shot a rabies vaccine through its leg.
Through its
like the skin. Like you lift the skin up, it's all subcutaneous.
You
or
went straight
whatever.
through.
And I shot the rabies juice into the air, and then I was like, it looks good. It's like a 2-pound dog. Charge it $30.
Wait, did it
You didn't
get
go
the
back
vaccine?
you didn't go back and actually give him the vaccine?
No, because you don't want to do. There's like a 2-pound dog, and it's like this much vaccine. You don't want to like overdo it. So I had gotten like half of it.
We're gonna Google and find out that he like killed the
that
kid. that dog killed
the
the
little
kid.
Yorkie like murdered.
This is
led
a
to-
while ago, so the statute of limitations is gone.
I think
right?
so.
It
And
led
I'm,
to-
I'm hoping Tom Arnold doesn't watch.
It's what actually led to the downfall of Tom Arnold.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
you.
It was my
Oh.
It wasn't his bad career choices. It was totally.
Wait, so you
his
did this
dog.
back in 1995?
Yeah, I was. I was 8. I don't know why they were letting an 8-year-old have.
I'm gonna give a random I'm gonna do shallow personal achievement because a lot of things that you're super proud of that you don't want to say are your greatest. But I'll do an entertaining answer. When I was like 8 years old,
I thought you said your calf muscles.
yeah, those are amazing. When I was when I was 8 years old, my calf muscles, I blasted the shit out of them every day in the gym, and they were just no.
hurts.
I was in a mall and they were doing this random rubber band gun shooting competition.
Okay.
And it was you're 20, 30 feet away from just a bunch of cups set up in pyramids and stuff like that. And on a whim, I went in, never shot one before, and I won the whole damn competition.
That's
Got
badass.
a rubber
slow
band
clap
gun,
moment, I think.
like a massive I don't know if I want to say professional,
Beautiful.
but awesome handmade rubber band gun that was taken away promptly a month later when my brother shot the neighbor in the eye.
In the eye.
In the eye, yeah.
That's
you don't,
really rough.
You don't let kids play with rubber band guns. They dangerous.
They dangerous.
Moving on.
Yeah.
They dangerous.
That was a good achievement, Joe. I'm proud of you.
I was. Oh. All right. Stunt420 from Reddit says, would you ever consider doing a SourceFed East Coast?
East Coast, no.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, like different time zone, different personalities, or just like the same content on the East Coast.
Like we just send our scripts to like somebody on the East Coast.
Like we've had internal almost, but you
That's
suck.
your second degree.
We've had conversations about like SourceFed UK as an obvious thing, something for like the Spanish community, but I don't even know how to break into the Spanish.
We have Steve's Arago.
It's like the same thing.
Aren't we covering that
He's
right
super
now?
ethnic.
No, but like making stuff that is like if we went to the UK, it would be more European based because I know we really don't cover that so much on SourceFed.
You know, we try to hit world news, but it's a little tough because we're stuck in Los Angeles, and it's not like we're reporters. We're reporting on other reporters, and because of that, we don't. We are biased to
also,
the U.S.
like
news base.
When we do like the world news, a lot of times people don't watch it. Like it's one of those
Right.
things where like the vocal minority, we have the vocal minorities in like many areas, and a lot of them are like, we do more world news, and we do it, and then they're just like, the majority
We
is
enjoy
like, we're
doing
not
it because
interested.
we learn a lot by
Right.
doing that, but inherently we're going to be biased to the U.S. news.
Yeah, it's a mixture of like qualifications and logistics, I think, because the qualifications of us are lacking in terms of world news, and then the logistics are like it doesn't interest people very much.
I think if we did launch something somewhere else, I'd have to do it with already kind of growing YouTubers, people that already have like an audience of 50 to 100,000. Because here I get to like be here and kind of just like look from a top, and if there's something I don't like, I pick it apart.
Right.
But there, I'm not gonna be there.
No,
Which you never.
And I also don't
pick
know.
anything. You've never not liked anything that we've done.
He loves everything
Ever.
we do.
We're perfect.
We're immaculate.
Phil's Ben Franklin Time Traveler's biggest fan.
Biggest fan. I'm trying to think of you guys
green-
though. If
he
there's anything I
greenlit
was
that
like, how
project.
about don't do that ever.
Oh, yeah, we've done it. I did the first pop culture piece. I did. It was like.
Well, that was me going, please.
Mm-hmm.
Because okay, so I think we can talk about this because it's been over a year.
Oh, yeah.
SourceFed was originally it was supposed to be a like celebrity gossip channel. That's the way that we got the
Secrets.
funding, and it was supposed to be one
man.
show instead of a bunch of different shows. And then I was like, how about we get less money, but I get to make whatever I want.
Huh?
And
My
then
head would have exploded.
just
That's-
Oh my
20
God.
minutes a
That
day.
is the opposite of haggling that I would have done. I would have been like, give me more money, and I will
give
talk
you
about
more-
whatever you
I will
want
talk
to
about
talk
just
about.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Control over creativity is more important than the money
Yeah.
90% of the time.
90%
I think it's
of
fair
the
to
Not
say
always.
at the beginning, you helped massage it into what it is, but I would say for the past 6-7 months, it's been just a
Yeah, you guys.
machine just
It's a
kind of
machine.
churning.
And then the first day too, it's important to remember like when I first did that first pop culture, it was like Kim Kardashian. It was a horrible story anyway. But I was like experimenting with like what effects like titles and thumbnails would have and all this stuff, and it tanked. And the pop culture pieces, I like doing them more and more now. But it's important to remember the first day of SourceFed, we did sports, pop culture, and I think video games.
Yeah.
So
And-
we're a little tired of the go back to the news that you used to do, SourceFed. Who is the guy that is saying that?
I think
Joe.
that's him.
Yeah,
He's
it was me.
from whatever-
Trolling us.
Evil Joe.
We've been Yeah.
Evil Joe with no beard.
Dark
Yeah.
Joe. Just a shadow.
What do you mean dark
Just a
Joe?
shadow.
What do you
Just a
mean
shadow.
dark
Yeah, what's
Joe?
the shadow mean? Is that like a light thing or skin tone?
I'm a racist.
He's a racist.
It's not that I'm against
Hashtag
others. I
racist
just think
shaming.
whites are superior.
Actually, that should be a thing. Racist shaming. That should be.
It's like a humble brag, but worse.
Did
Way
you see
worse.
that? Did you guys? Because you guys talked about slut shaming recently, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you did yesterday?
I got shit for not calling Steve out more than I already called him out. And I was like, what do you mean? You want me to punch him in the face?
Disseminate him.
How do we make you guys happy? How do
let
we
us
do
know.
it?
Tell us.
In the
We'll
comments
we'll
down
put it
below.
in the suggestion box.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we have somebody from Reddit, SpoogMaster1.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's Dark Joe's account.
Yeah. Why don't you guys do more news? SpoogMaster1 out. Does knowing someone know who smokes marijuana? This is dark. Does knowing someone who smokes marijuana or any other drug, alcohol, change your perspective on them?
No, that's so ubiquitous now. It's like, especially at our age,
Yeah.
alcohol. I mean, whatever. I will say that I may have preconceived notions about somebody that I don't
see the
know,
paper?
and that's all I know about them. Like if I'm like, oh, you smoke marijuana, I probably know what your personality is, but then you get to meet somebody, and
Right.
I mean, I don't look down on
See,
somebody.
here's the deal, though. If I knew someone smoked crack, I'd be like, oh, okay, that person's probably like that.
Yeah.
So in a sense, I kind of, I don't know. If I knew something, like
Marijuana.
crack, well, I would say like E or Molly kind of makes me think, but I don't know. I've recently found out that a lot of my friends do like
Any other drug.
crazy hard drugs.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, what? Not like.
And does it change your perspective? Does it make you like?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely changes my opinion.
I
But
feel
that's
like
also, it might be hypocritical because, right, I've gone out and that I support marijuana. I think that I smoke marijuana. I don't think I do. I do smoke marijuana.
I think I smoke marijuana.
I think I do. I can't remember.
It was a lot.
I just sometimes
think it was
wake
a
up
lot.
and I'm covered in food. What happened? What happened? Not again. I'm
marijuana I could not care less about. If you get in, even in other things, I feel like if I find out that somebody I know does like cocaine or something, in the back of my mind I'm like, probably shouldn't do that, but
Right.
I'm also not like, you're a bad person.
Well,
for doing
yeah,
it. And
that-
I also don't go, oh, I'm gonna do cocaine now. Like I'm not a marijuana smoker, but at the same time,
I think the number
I
one.
don't care. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so apathetic towards
It's
it.
going to come down to the rest of their personality anyways. If you're a dick, I don't want to hang out with you. If you're
Yeah.
a good person, then great, and I'm going to try and probably help you if you're doing things outside
That's
of
the other thing, too.
moderation.
When you get into like the people
Outside
who
of
take
moderation,
it,
I think is the key, yeah.
and when you get people who take it as like make it their identity, and they're like, I'm all about marijuana legalization. That's all they talk
Those-
about. Then it's like, all right, now I feel like we don't have a common denominator
Yeah.
of like,
I think if you latch on to a drug as like your escape from the real world, I think then there's a problem.
Sure, yeah.
So I think less so that it makes me think something if I know they do it than if I know that they do it all the time.
Like if all you're doing is talking
Because
about
it's
and
dependent on
smoking marijuana or drinking alcohol or crack or whatever, it makes you a less interesting person, and I don't want to be around you. And that extends to anything else.
That's
If
right.
all you do is play Call of Duty all day long, I
How
don't want to hang out with
dare
you
you?
either.
That
Sorry.
is a business,
you
sir.
just
Sorry.
equated marijuana to video games.
Oh no!
That's never happened.
I'm Dark Joe. Why aren't you doing more news?
Damn you, splooge master.
Man.
Well, thanks for watching Table Talk.
has been fun.
Been a real interesting episode.
Drugs, right?
If you guys want to participate in the future ones, hashtag Table Talk on the Twitters or go to the Reddit/r/SourceFed and submit your topics there. And also subscribe to SourceFedNerd where you're watching this right now.
Yeah.
Because it's awesome.
Commit.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Don't tease us.
I'm Joe Beretta.
I'm Philip DeFranco.
I'm Elliott Morgan.
You're not really going to give my address out. I realized this morning we passed 200,000 subscribers.
Oh, it's been tweeted.
Oh, well, 2 days now.
It's been twittered.
It's been Twittered?
It's been twittered.
You wouldn't be mad about that, would you? Just hypothetically speaking.
Twitter.
What if it was Dark Joe? that
What if
did
it was SpoogMaster Joe that did it?
Spooge Masters. I just love that. Like, I want to see his name on like shit that's like really like legitimate arguments. Just like,
Look, here's the thing with Kierkegaard.